After our lesson on 3-digit times 2-digit multiplication, I did it on the paper for a lot of number of questions. And during recess time, 12 times 80. So I don't really need to write, I don't need to go to the 12 times 80, but I can just use 12 times 8 and then times 10, and then times 10 will just be putting the 0 at the back because I'm pushing up the place value. And then in 4 digits by 1 digit number. Okay, so I said I like to use the paper a lot. So if you like, yeah, you know who you are and how often this happens to you. So make sure you check the numbers. 737 times 46. So I'll make sure I have some space. So those have 737 times 6 first. Okay, so mine is, so if you did it on the paper, A, B, C, D, E, this is E, and F. If you did it in the paper, just staple the paper onto the book. Okay, you don't have to rewrite it again. Can? Okay, so moving on, I'm going to use my paper again. I really like my paper. Of course, the book is handy too. Okay, so I'm starting here with the first question. Okay, what you can do is to, apart from writing your name, if you are worried that you lose the paper and you cannot remember where to staple, I write the page number here. So this is page 59 of the book. Okay, right. Again, I leave some space. I have plenty of paper, so I'm no worry about leaving space or taking too much space. Okay, so I'll leave some space, and I'll start off with, because the divisor right now is just 2, so I will use up more space at the back for writing. So we are doing up to 4-digit numbers now. Okay, so my division symbol can be a very long one. Now the opposite of division is the opposite of multiplication. So in multiplication, you actually do the multiplication starting from the right side, the most right place, ones place, tens place, 100 place, add together. That's what you do in multiplication. Multiply the ones place, tens place, and then 100 place. Now in division, it's like the opposite. Why is it the opposite? It's because it involves you possibly doing regrouping. So there is a need for regrouping, just like subtraction. You may need to ask the next door for help if there's not enough to subtract or not enough to divide. So let's say the number is 68 here. So actually we are looking at 6 tens, and I divide the 6 tens first. So that is opposite of multiplication. So because I know 2 times 3 is, so 6 tens minus 6, it will be 0. You have 0 tens left. I go to the next door to deal with the next place. That will be 8 ones left. Then 2 times 4 is the closest, and there's no remainder for that. You notice that in division, the next symbol actually is subtraction. So you will notice that in multiplication, when I'm multiplying, the next symbol was actually addition. The truth about this is that actually since primary 1, you already learned about the concept of multiplication as in repeated addition. 1-digit number, 516 divided by 4. So we are looking at each place. So I'm now just looking at the hundreds place first. The closest one is 1 times 4. I will have a leftover of 1. Okay? How is this going, everyone? Okay, can I? Okay, then we move on to the next page already. Again, if you're just doing on the paper, you just staple in later. Don't have to recopy it. But it's important to have the division. Okay. 54. Yes. 54, some of us are on the paper. Who's on the paper? Okay. Okay. All right. Who's in the book? This one. Okay. Okay. 55 is completed. Right? We did that. 56. We did that yesterday. So divide by 8, 725. Okay, then here, the first place is 7 at the hundredths place. I can't divide by 8. So I will, the step by step is very guided. Quotient remainder. So there's a book here and there's a paper here. So finish your D on your own. So I got A, B, C, and then you can do D.